Get ready for the Squawking Eagles Podcast.
Hey, Birds fans, and welcome back to the Squawking Eagles Podcast. I'm your host, Mike, and I'm joined by Miguel and Mark. How's it going, fellas?
Yeet. Going pretty good. Could be better if the Sixers would have done their fucking job, but you know.
Oh, yeah.
Here we are, sitting here as depressed Philly.
Another great day to be a Philadelphia sports fan.
Hey.
Although, isn't it Dollar Dog? Is Wednesday? Is that means Dollar Dog Day?
Here's another Dollar Dog Day coming up.
So we'll have a Dollar Dog wave to watch. That makes me better.
Man, they have two more. They have two more for May.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, the Phillies got something going for us. That works. I don't know if they're winning, but we got Dollar Dog wave. So who else can top that?
They sold 52,000 hot dogs that last one.
Yeah.
Time to go to a Phillies game and eat a hot dog.
A couple of them got tossed in the air during that wave.
Yeah. The story is that a guy was there trying to eat as many as possible, and they stopped selling them. And so he had to stop. So everybody who had a hot dog started tossing him a hot dog, and people just decided to just toss their hot dogs everywhere. And so that's how that was a chain reaction of dog tossing.
Time to go to a Phillies
only
game.
in Philadelphia. Only in Philadelphia.
Only.
Who wants to come out and watch me eat an entire rotisserie chicken at a pier?
That's something, right? That's something.
Not a party. I'm just
No.
gonna eat chicken.
Just eating chicken.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so here we are. Last week, we're going to talk about a little bit of the schedule, the brand new schedule that came out that has been unveiled. According to what my prediction was, I just had one right for the Vikings on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, I didn't check
and then we'll discuss about what the podcast is going to go from here, what we're going to go over during the year, and what our next couple of episodes are going to be like. If you want to follow us on Instagram, it's at Squawking Eagles Podcast. You can follow us also on YouTube. We need to like and subscribe. Same thing, Squawking Eagles Podcast. And we're over on the TikTok a little bit, and on the Twitter, and a little bit on the Facebook. Still trying to get that.
We're there.
We're there. We're hovering over there.
We're present somewhere.
Hey, we're more present than James Harden is at the end of games playoffs. So
zing.
Jesus.
He's going to be a Houston Rocket next year. Well,
as long as he's not a Sixer.
Apparently they fired Doc because James Harden wouldn't want to play with him next year. So maybe James is back. Well, no, we don't know.
We could have just kept Jimmy Butler and not had to deal with a lot of this.
Right.
You know what happens if Jimmy Butler, if the Heat lose in the Eastern Conference Finals because the team didn't show up, I wouldn't be surprised if he starts calling for Embiid to come down there, and if the Sixers trade him to the Heat.
I'd rather Butler come here.
It's not going to happen.
And the Heat have a lot of draft picks to give away too. So.
Exactly.
And we don't have any because Harden was worth it, apparently.
Exactly.
I say we go out and get Dame Lillard.
Yeah, I don't know if he wants to come. He's got to say he wants to get out before he get. The Sixers have nothing to offer. The Sixers have nothing to offer.
I say we just, scratch it all, start the process over. Just trade away everything, sell the team.
Man.
Start from scratch, make someone who knows what they're doing, draft. We don't pass on players.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard sell on that. A lot of people suffered through the process.
Yeah, that process sucked. We drafted Markelle Fultz. I don't even
Jason
play
Tatum.
basketball. Yeah, exactly. I don't even follow basketball. I knew that was a bad pick. Come on.
Miguel just shakes his head.
That's all I can do.
No words.
That's all I can do is like I watched the TikTok video of like the whole process.
Yeah.
And I know we're off subject. This is supposed to be Eagles podcast. We're talking Sixers, but I get it. Anyway, the amount of players that we missed out on, like we should have had an all-star roster. Like
it's almost like an older Howie Roseman draft.
So bad.
Yeah.
No, this is worse. This is
bro. He took Rager over Justin Jefferson. You will never tell me it was worse. I'm happy where we are now, but his old drafts will always haunt him.
Yes. No, I agree with you, Miguel. The Sixers could have had far better players than through the process than who they've selected. That is a misuse of assets, as Howie would say, or Hinkie would say. So,
what if we let Howie just work part-time GM for the Sixers?
No, we need to focus on the Eagles. Just focus on the Eagles, Howie. Just focus on the Eagles.
Just for the trade.
No.
Just call. Ask for can I get some help on the trade? And he goes, yeah. Let me just call someone up. They'll just crumple, give us everything.
Okay, consultant. Yeah, consultant.
Yeah. Show him how to do some banking.
Finagling. Yeah.
We'll
borrow Embiid to play tight end for a play or two, just see what he does.
Why? He's gonna quit halfway down the field.
Ouch.
He might.
Ouch.
He's only going to run between the 20-yard lines. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, that's fine.
He'll never get into the end zone.
Never.
We just tell him to go stand in the end zone. Right. I mean, the man's what, like 6'7"?
7 foot. He's
7 foot. Okay, yeah, you just throw the ball in his general direction.
Yeah. He'll fall over. Just tap him. He'll fall over.
He's a basketball player. What do you expect?
He just falls and flops over the ground.
Name me a single basketball player that doesn't fall over when you push him with a finger.
Nowadays, sure,
exactly.
Everyone did.
Go back in the in the early '90s. Yeah, no, they're a little tougher back then.
Yeah,
NBA is flop city nowadays.
I think the whole NBA is back in the day where Bill Laimbeer would punch Larry Bird in the face and would still play the whole rest of the game.
Right
after that, and, there was far less like when they called a technical foul on James Harden when the ball got knocked out of his hand and he hit Jaylen Brown in the face. They called a flagrant foul on that. I'm like, are you serious? Like, how soft of a sport has this become?
I still remember the day that I watched a little bit of basketball that I watched. I was watching, I think it was when he played for the Cavs. LeBron James jammed his thumb and they carried him off the court. And I was like,
what is going on here?
This isn't a sport.
I think you misremembered that. I think
it was a scratched eye. It was a scratched eye.
Not a sport. Not a sport. This is called a show, not a sport. Back to the sport of football.
So, yes, this is no longer the 76ers podcast. This is the Squawking Eagles podcast. We're talking birds.
We're squawking. That's what we're doing.
We're squawking Eagles here. So the schedule came out, and I'm pretty excited about how it turned out for the Eagles. They open up against the Patriots in New England on Tom
Brady celebration night.
On Tom Brady celebration night, like you can't script. Well, I guess you can, right? You can script it where Eagles come in and just destroy the Patriots.
Philly special.
I see Philly special coming up. I just saw online that in 2019, not only did the Oklahoma Sooners have Jalen Hurts, but they also did the Philly special during a game. Amazing.
You know what's interesting is after that we go play the Vikings.
Yeah,
I was talking to one of my buddies about that. The Vikings might be kind of good, and he reminded me that's a Thursday night primetime game.
Yes, it is.
Which means it's a win.
It's a win. Kirk Cousins does not play on Monday.
Does not play primetime.
Does not play primetime.
So
let's hope we're not too sore coming out of that New England game.
We're not going to be sore coming out of that New England. It is only a 4-day turnaround, but it's
first game of the season.
What happened last time we played Justin Jefferson? Did he do anything?
He was invisible.
He was invisible.
He was invisible.
I have a feeling that's going to be round 2. I will say, I've heard some interesting takes on our schedule. Don't get me wrong. I understand. Look at our schedule. We have a very rough set at the end. Like we got a 5-week stretch of hell towards the end, maybe 6 if you really want to think it through.
Yeah.
But I just, the teams that people are worried about, I'm not as worried about. People are saying like, oh, the Bills, the Niners, the Seahawks. Like, I know the Cowboys. Everyone's going to say we're going to split the Cowboys. It's our rivalry.
That's fine. Yeah.
The Chiefs. Oh, the Chiefs. They won last year. And you know what? I would normally be like, we're going for revenge, but it's in Kansas City, and you can't beat them in Kansas City. That's illegal. So I get it. But people talk about the Bills and the Niners. Like, the Bills have been choking as of late.
Yeah.
They're not the team they were 2 years ago. And the Winers, Who's their quarterback?
We don't know yet.
And does it matter? Or are we going to destroy them anyway? I mean, Hassan Reddick probably has that little check mark there next to that day. I can't wait for that day.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of the Niners, I saw a TikTok video this morning of 49ers fans going down their schedule. And for whatever reason, they think that they're going. I forget what week we play them. So let's say
week 13.
So they think that they're going to be 13-0 at that point.
Yes, and they're going to get their first loss that week.
Exactly. They admitted that that's probably the first game that they're going to lose. But
yeah,
they'll probably lose week 3.
Really? They're that good?
I don't think so.
I think they lose to the Giants. I do. I think they lose to the Giants.
I think they lose to Seattle because I think Seattle's one of their first games too.
No, Seattle's not until week 14. Or no, week 12.
Wow. Okay, so that'll be their first.
Yeah, I'm looking at the schedule right now.
Right, so that'll be their first
they play them twice because they're in the same division, no?
Yeah, 12. Then they go Seahawks, Seahawks. That's 3 straight weeks of losses. That's gonna hurt.
Wow.
That's gonna hurt. Yeah,
they think they're gonna beat the Bengals.
Yeah,
the Bengals have a quarterback.
Yeah. Actually, they said they were gonna sweep Seattle. They said because they beat them 3 times last year that they're gonna beat them twice this year.
I think one of the quotes was the 49ers are favored to win every game besides one next season. Every game other than the Eagles. They're favored to win every single game except.
You know what? Let them. You know what I said earlier? I said it last week. I know I said it off pod. I might have said it on pod. I want them to go undefeated until they play us.
Yeah.
I want the whole NFL world to be like, bro, it's the Niners year.
Yeah.
And then we take those hopes and dreams and just rip them into pieces. Oh, did you guys just get absolutely wrecked, like 35-3? Yes, you did, because you're not a real team. You're a joke. You get all excited every year about how good you are, and then you fold under pressure. You're not the Niners of the past. You're the whiners of the future.
Right.
You're a Gen Z football team.
I like it.
You're not good.
Yeah.
I hope they win week 5. I love when they beat the Cowboys because it's just 2 of the saltiest fan bases just being pissy with each other, and it's hilarious. I can't wait for it.
Well, the Eagles' schedule, the first 5 games are against New England, Minnesota, Tampa Bay, Washington, and the Rams.
If we're not 5-0, I'm pissed.
Like if they're not 5-0, going up against the Jets in week 6, like come on.
I'm sorry. I gotta put this out there. We have never lost to the Jets.
Correct.
We're not doing it now.
Correct.
We're not doing. Aaron Rodgers does not change that. We didn't lose to him last year. We didn't lose to the Jets. We're not doing it.
No.
I'm sorry. In my opinion.
Sorry, Beckerman.
Well, we're at that Jet game. We're definitely going to probably go to that Jet game. So Miguel, Mark, if you want to get on that, let us know.
I will say though,
and
I hate to admit this. You guys know. I think our first loss is the week after.
In Miami, versus Miami.
Mm-hmm. The Eagles' record against the Dolphins is atrocious.
I know. I'm not.
Eagles play a Dolphins team without a single win 4 years ago.
Yeah,
not a single win, and we got
lost. That's why my son's a Dolphins fan, because of that bet I made.
Got destroyed. It was so heartbreaking. I'm not surprised if
very heartbreaking
comes in here with Tua and Waddle and just crushes our spirits, because that's what happens. Imagine us, 6-0. We're all happy. Or 7-0. Is it 6 or 7 games before that?
It'll be 6-0. We'll be
6-0. And then we have a 6-1 blemish that just looks absolutely. I mean, I hope for their sake, I hope they're like undefeated at that point too. But I think that's our loss, boys. Although I don't know. They start their season off against Herbert and the Chargers in LA.
Yeah.
Tua's just coming back. I don't know, but that's gonna be a good game. That actually could be a really good game.
It should be.
I think the Chargers win that one. And then they play the Bills in the season, but I think they beat the Bills. I think Josh Allen is just officially washed.
Yeah. Yeah, so then after Miami, they got Washington and then Dallas Sunday afternoon game. And then they go into a bye and they're coming off go ahead, Miguel.
The newly sold Commanders.
Yes, to Josh Harris from the 76ers. He is now part owner of the Commanders.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that, but
I was gonna say I'm concerned about them in the future now with a new owner. Maybe they're often things going in the right direction, but clearly we see the Sixers' direction, and I know they have to go through a process now. We're looking at 10 years till they make the playoff. Well, I guess 8 years till they make the playoffs, and they'll continuously lose there anyway. So I'm okay with it.
So I like the fact that they play Dallas and then go into a bye week. And then coming out of the bye week, they're in Kansas City.
If we didn't have that bye week, that stretch would probably kill us.
Yeah, I would say so. 9 games and then hit Kansas City. But I like the 10-week bye, and then it's a good breakup.
Yeah, then we take on the washed-up Bills, the Whiners. Then we go down to Dallas. Then the Seahawks. But that's also a late game that concerns me, just because it's in Seattle.
Yep.
And then, hey, look, we end the season just taking the Giants to school
on Monday. It's a Monday on Christmas Day.
Mm-hmm.
That should be fun.
And then again 2 weeks later.
Yeah. TBD.
That game, that might be a loss.
Yeah, because
my belief is we're benching starters, so we might lose that game.
Yeah. I'm
okay with that.
Well, maybe Mariota comes in and just lights up the Giants. Could very well be.
He might. Maybe he's there for all 3 of those final games. Maybe we're just 14-0.
I'm looking forward to Arizona coming here and Jonathan Gannon showing up. Because
don't let it be a dollar dog night in the lake, because he will get pelted with sausage and meat. Man's life will be over.
I'm sure he will be. So the next couple of weeks, the next couple of podcasts, we're gonna go over the 53-man roster prediction. So we'll go through each position and talk about the breakdown of the starters and backups and guys who are probably going to be on their practice squad. Hopefully we'll get to talk to Brady Russell before then, or after that at least.
Can we actually petition for that? Can we petition for a dollar dog night for December 31st game? I feel like Philadelphia loves a dollar dog night. I feel like that would be a great idea.
Does love a dollar dog night.
We should have it at the link.
I don't know if the Eagles have ever had done that.
I think we should.
Dollar cheesesteak night. Come on.
Because I'm not throwing a cheesesteak at Gannon. I'm eating my cheesesteak. I'll pay $7 for a cheesesteak.
No, the NFL knows what they're doing. It's later in the season, so we didn't get any snow last year, so we're probably gonna get snow this year coming up. Yeah. So we're gonna be able to throw snowballs at Gannon.
There you go. I'll take that. Man. It's cheaper. That's cheaper.
Very much.
But it's something about throwing hot dogs at his face. Just really be funny.
You are what you eat, Gannon.
Yeah,
you suck.
Fucking wiener.
Not gonna lie, that might be disrespectful to those hot dogs. Those are some damn good hot dogs.
They are, right?
True.
Hatfield Franks. And so then we'll go closer to the end of the training camp. We'll do our record prediction for the season. Even though we all know what Mark's will be, because
hey, go Birds.
And then we'll do our Super Bowl preview. We'll pick who our Super Bowl teams are going to be.
Bengals.
We all know, last year I was wrong, Miguel was wrong, and I don't think we ever got yours, Mark. Did we ever get yours?
Yeah, mine was Eagles and Chiefs.
Oh, there you go.
Mine was Eagles and Chargers last year. I forgot that the Chargers were in the same division as the Chiefs, so they're not allowed to win. Yes. So when they kept beating the Chiefs, suddenly penalties came out of nowhere and they had to lose.
How about that? It's weird how that happens. It's
really weird how that happens every year. It's like, oh wait, you're getting smacked by a younger quarterback. Not allowed to have that happen. Gotta throw.
And then we'll talk about some during the year. We'll talk about breakout candidates for the year. Mark will do in-depth rookie breakdowns for those players. And then, of course, we'll have our game-by-game predictions.
We'll talk about why Nolan Smith is a freak athlete.
They say he's predicting him to have more sacks on the team than anybody.
The man runs a sub 4.40.
Yeah, I'm excited. And then Miguel,
Gross.
you're gonna do a segment on some like news around the NFL.
Yeah, things that are connected to the Eagles. Maybe something happened with a former player or somebody that's we consider a rival, or just any outside news outside of what the Eagles organization brings us.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to a new quarterback next year because we got to draft one every year.
Tanner McGee's got to go
Caleb
out.
Williams, we're coming.
Caleb Williams.
Oh, boy.
And then I will continue to do our Madden simulations, of course. And we're going to add a new thing. We're going to do. I've redrafted the NFL schedule. Well, not schedule. Conferences, their divisions, and so we're going to have like a whole new NFL type of thing.
The realignment thing.
The realignment thing. We're going to do that.
I like it.
I think that's good. So recently, Mark, you brought up that the Eagles have signed a breakout star from the XFL,
Rambo,
Charleston Rambo,
former player from Oklahoma with Jalen Hurts, had a career in the XFL with 3 touchdowns in one season. What a breakout player.
Wow.
Never had a 100-yard game, but 3 touchdowns. So that's an A.J. Brown game right there.
Yeah.
So
apparently he left Oklahoma when Jalen left, and he went to Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got undrafted, of course, and he wound up in the NFL.
He went with the Panthers
XFL.
at first, got cut in the final roster cuts, ended up in the XFL.
Gotcha.
And you know what? But I will say, memes aside, I like to see this progression out of the XFL.
Exactly.
I want to see players who aren't quite here have a different place to play. Like if you don't make, the NFL and you don't make a practice squad, where do you have to hone your skills anymore?
Exactly.
This is I think this is a great thing. I want to see the XFL continue to thrive. I want to see it grow. And I want to see players seeing this as an opportunity where like you have a career still and you still have a chance to make a future out of it. So
yeah, a lot of players.
You know what would also make it fun? If they treat it like soccer treats their minor leagues, and that the team with the worst record faces the XFL champion, and then that team, whoever wins, replaces that team in the NFL.
Soccer over there has like 10 leagues that you can bounce up.
I still think that would be awesome, though. But,
I think
maybe 5 years from now. Maybe 5 years from now,
probably more like 30. I think you should really think here and out that you
I need it sooner than later.
I know. I agree. You really have to develop that league.
Yeah. Well, there's nobody in the stands. There's nobody in the stands.
Not only that, even 5 years from now, no chance in hell the champion of the XFL beats any NFL team. I feel like a blowout.
They should just blend the USFL and the XFL and just make it all into.
They should do is the USFL, the XFL, the NFL start the tiered system.
Exactly.
The USFL is a bottom league.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That would be dope.
I agree.
But no, they're gonna need some more growth down there. It will be nice to see it continue though. But yeah, it's that'd be cool. I like it, Miguel. I just feel like it's gonna take a little more development.
No, but it's cool because a lot of these XFL players are getting invites to mini camps, OTAs and shit like that. So
giving players second chances.
Awesome to see. Yeah. Yes, it's awesome.
You think about it too. If you're a college player and you get a pretty bad injury your senior year, ruin your draft stock, your career is not over now. You got a chance to go ahead, rehab properly. Don't rush back. And now you have this league to show that, hey, I'm still here.
Yeah, I feel like Carson Wentz should have gone to one of those leagues. He should be in one of those.
Is he not going there?
Probably will.
He should. He should. He's not on an NFL team. I would if I was him.
I might go dust off my cleats and shoulder pads. Let's go.
There you go.
Yeah, I would love to see him out there. I would support any team that he's on just to watch him, play, because it's what a road he has gone. Like to go from second overall pick to lead a team to a Super Bowl, but then to get hurt, and then that
to be an MVP
candidate, and now
get hurt.
Now he's not even on a team. Now then he gets traded to one team, and then they get rid of him next year, and then the following year that team gets rid of him. Like he can't stay on a team. This guy is that broken of a player that he can't stay on a team. Like he's that terrible in the locker room. That's really like someone who's such a God-fearing man. He's all like, but And no, he's not a team player. It's very hard to believe. Very hard to believe.
God humbles you, right?
I guess so.
He's a big man of God. Yeah, he's getting humbled hard.
He's getting humbled hard. So the fact that he never showed up in the XFL last year would show to me that maybe he still thinks he has a shot in the NFL, but he's still not on a roster at all.
Well, I'm sure he'll wait for a backup quarterback to go down. Somebody will sign him. You know what I mean? And if he doesn't get signed at the end of this season, he'll probably look towards the XFL, USFL.
Yeah, you have to.
Who knows? Unless he feels he made enough money, then I guess
he did make a lot of money. He did. He always kept saying it's not about the money, but he kept getting a lot of money. So I don't know. So that's a little bit about the NFL. We have a lot of things coming up on the horizon. I'm excited for the season. The Eagles have just finished up their mini camps, the rookies. Nolan Smith I saw the video of him running drills. They were pretty cool, because to see these guys on the field, they coming off of a national championship, and now they're playing with a team who just came off a loss in the Super Bowl. They're hungry. All these guys are hungry, and I'm excited to see where this team is going to go this year.
Yeah, I see OTAs is about to start May 30th, and then the first week of June. So that'll be interesting to see more of these players out there.
I would like to go see anyone that we're allowed to in person.
Yeah, I'm on their media website every day. They have not opened up anything yet.
Understandable, still rookie camp and all that.
Yeah.
So,
although the videos of the rookie camp look pretty good.
Yeah. So once that gets going, we'll get more involved with that. You guys have anything else to go over? Any bookkeeping?
We forgot to congratulate Jalen Hurts on getting his master's degree from 100%. Oklahoma. Congratulations, Jalen.
Yeah,
Jalen just continues defying boundaries. He is a gentleman and a scholar and an athlete.
Literally.
Yeah.
The guy.
Let's go.
Stand up, dude, man. The guy, right there. Finish what you start, right? Finish what you start.
Exactly.
You start a degree program, you finish it.
I've never put my foot in my mouth further than when discussing Jalen Hurts. The man has proven me wrong.
I think we all have.
Yeah, all of us.
I think that goes for all of us. Everybody in the media.
Oh yeah, and the guy's you know what? Good on him. I'm happy to see it, and this city will love you for that. This city will love you to defy.
We already love him. We already love him.
Yeah, the fact that I'm thinking about buying a jersey is just like, I said,
if you buy a jersey and anything happens to him, we will burn you.
Right?
You will be banned from this podcast.
Oh wow!
From your own podcast.
Your own podcast. That would be interesting. It would be the Mark and Miguel show here.
Yep.
We'll have some good conversation.
Yes.
Oh yeah. A lot of hockey and basketball talk, I bet.
Yeah. So I know the podcast started with a lot of Sixers stuff, but it's just been on my mind past couple of days because of that game on Saturday. And it was it Saturday or Sunday?
It's the Sixers. Doesn't matter.
It was Sunday.
It was Sunday, and it was just such a S show, and I just couldn't. I couldn't. I'm glad we were able to talk about a little bit about it.
We need our therapy, Mike. This is our therapy. We got to get it out somehow. So, not talking to family or friends about Eagle sports or Philly sports. Not everybody understands. So, coming to this pod and speaking on Philly sports is a therapy to me. It's helped. It's helped me. It's helped me
for sure. For sure. Hopefully, it's helping other listeners as well. And if you're a listener and you want to come on the podcast and get some Philly therapy, shoot us an email. It's Squawking Eagles Podcast @gmail.com. We will more than happy to have you come on and talk Eagles with us. I think that'll do it for us.
That's it.
Yeah, I think so.
That's all we're doing today.
It's a
quick
short
one.
It's a short podcast week. It was a real short podcast.
Off season.
Off season.
I
Some
mean,
bullshit.
yeah, I guess you don't want to go over, your predictions, way too early season predictions. I guess.
No, not yet. We're not ready for that.
Way too early.
Yeah.
Way too early.
No number shout outs. No expected wins, losses.
We already know what yours is going to be.
Yeah.
You're wrong, though.
It's no fun. No
I
fun.
sent you both of it. I sent it to you both, and you know.
I know. And in my head, I didn't respond to you. My first question was, you had some losses on there. Who's the first team that you're going to be the fan of next year?
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what, I can't guarantee that in season I'll feel the same way.
Right.
Hey, you're not allowed. The prediction happens at the beginning of the season. You can't change it mid-season, my friend.
Oh, I can. It can because the team could look different.
Okay.
We're blowing people out of the water.
Predicting the win during that week is different from predicting what the record's going to be. So
yeah, of course. Well, I told you last year, I didn't predict us to go undefeated last year, but during the season we looked too good each week.
Well, you caused our first loss.
It says you.
Yeah, it says I as well. Definitely. You were there. Your aura was there.
But I told you earlier.
You were there. It's your fault.
We have I believe the Eagles might fumble the bag against the Dolphins. So that's my I guess my
Dolphins fan here. We got a Dolphins fan here. Okay.
Jesus.
I'm the only one wearing the birds. Okay, I got the Eagles with me at all times.
No, you're not, my friend.
So Mike,
so good.
You're the non-birds fan.
I got Eagles. I got Phillies. All
right, Colts fan.
Close enough.
Colts. Yes, Colts. Go Colts. Go Colts.
You and what's his name?
The Colts, the Falcons, the Cardinals, and Texans. They don't have any primetime games this year. Those 14.
Do you blame them?
They don't deserve any. Yeah, they really don't deserve any. Nobody wants to watch them.
Here we could talk about this. The Dallas Cowboys have 6 primetime games. Explain that to me.
Some people like watching the Kardashians. Some people like watching, the Cowboys. It's stupid drama that people like to watch.
It's ridiculous. Like the Cowboys were a second round, playoff team, and that's it. Like what have they done to deserve to be six games? And one of those games they automatically get it to them because it's the Thanksgiving game. Like that's almost an automatic.
Well, listen,
so really,
I mean, yeah.
Listen, this country is filled with cockroaches known as Dallas Cowboy fans. All over this country, they're scattered around.
Though? I feel like there's less of them. I feel like everyone talks how many there are. I think there's not as many as people think.
Some of them got it pretty well.
Some of them have learned to, when the lights come on, to stay in a hiding spot. You know what I mean?
Right.
They've learned how to hide.
Right.
Exactly. So, there's plenty out there. Plenty enough to get 6 fucking primetime games, obviously.
Yes. And hopefully we can talk to Nat this year again. They'll have him come on and talk. Hopefully
he'll talk the first game.
He'll talk the first game. Won't show up in the second game.
Yep. I mean, are you going to show up to your team getting blown out twice?
Let's hope. I would like to see Dak and Jalen play in both of those games.
You know what I would like to see? I would like to see the Dallas Cowboys start off 0-8 and watch Jerry Jones fire McCarthy.
But I don't want him to.
After that awkward news conference a couple weeks ago.
Then it's funny. I want him to keep McCarthy. I want him to have a 10-win season every year for the 9-win, 10-win season the rest of my life. Then they don't get a good draft pick. They might make the playoffs once in a while and never make it anywhere. That's where I want the Cowboys. That's the best spot.
Yeah, they're predicting the Cowboys and the Eagles to have a 10-7 record.
I've seen people saying the Eagles are gonna have 10 or 11 wins. And I'm like, 10 or 11 wins by what? Week 10? Week 11? Like, bro, I don't know about that.
I don't see it. And then other teams are 14 and I see 14-3. I'm like, I could do 14-3. I'll take 14-3. Is that Mark saying 14-3?
That's my prediction for the season.
Yeah. I like it. Me
too. I do. I look around the year. You know what? Because I'm interested in how Geno Smith plays this year. Are the Seahawks as good as they were last year?
I don't think.
I don't know if they will be. And if they aren't, then that final stretch of that 5-week stretch after the bye week isn't as frightening as I don't think. Sorry. That is a massive spider that just showed up next to me.
Oh yeah.
That is a monster. That thing is bigger than a silver dollar.
Wow.
Yep, time to burn the house down.
Anyway,
watch it.
I don't think the Niners are nearly as concerning, and I don't think the Seahawks are as concerning. And obviously, the Cowboys are one of the Cowboys. We'll probably lose one, win one. We split them.
Yeah.
And then the Bills. So, like, we lose the Chiefs. That 5-week stretch isn't nearly as frightening.
Now, I've got a question for you. All last year, when the Eagles won a game, what was the main argument why the Eagles won? Why were they always winning all those games? Why were they winning? What was the main thing that people would always say? Like, that was the first argument. Does anybody remember? I remember. It was something to do with their schedule. It was something to do with their schedule.
Oh, yeah, the schedule. Yeah, easy schedule.
Easy schedule. That's why they're winning. Easy schedule. They're winning. They're winning. So now
this is the hardest schedule in the NFL.
They have the hardest schedule in the NFL. Okay. Now the team with the easiest schedule this year, the easiest schedule is the Atlanta Falcons. They have the easiest schedule. Now, if the Atlanta Falcons open their season up 5-0, is it because they have an easy schedule, or is it because they're a good team?
Hold on. I can't predict. I honestly I don't know their schedule
because are people going to give them a hard time because they keep winning because of their schedule? No,
I don't know their schedule, and I can't imagine them starting off 5-0. They're not even going to win the first game of the season.
What are they playing?
The Panthers.
Oh, jeez.
They're not going to win the third game of the season against the Lions. They probably won't be.
I mean, they might. They got a Tyler back there,
bro. Looking at their schedule, if they get by week 5 better than 2 and 3, it's a success. Okay, they got to face the Packers, the Lions, the Jaguars, the Texans, and starting off with the Panthers.
So the easiest schedule is actually the hardest schedule for them.
That's a crushing schedule for them.
Yeah.
I'll be shocked if the Falcons win more than 2 games in their first, maybe even 6 weeks.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the fact that the Eagles do have the hardest schedule, because it'll turn those doubters away. Well, maybe they'll come up with something else, I'm sure.
Yeah, we
will.
Yeah.
They'll be like, we
cheated in the draft.
Their second lineman was hurt. That's why y'all beat him.
Our backup quarterback got hurt, and now we don't have one.
We only play with 10 players. Like Deebo Samuel actually said, we only play with 10 players, but you didn't. You played with 11. You played with 11, and you still lost. You still lost the game.
I also love how they complained they couldn't carry another quarterback, and I'm like, no, you could have. That's the rules.
Yeah.
You could have. You had to sacrifice someone else.
Yeah.
You could have another quarterback. You chose not to, knowing your quarterbacks had a string of issues.
Yes.
Like, you were literally on your backup.
Yeah.
And you're like, we're not carrying another quarterback. Well, that's on you. You're stupid. That's your management being just dumb as bricks.
Yep.
Yeah, I
agree. Wait, isn't their GM
John Lynch?
Yeah, right. And that guy was on ESPN, like, talking every other GM was trash, and look what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's got he's got a really great quarterback situation going on. Trey Lance, the player who can't win in adverse weather, period, has never in his life done so.
He played in a dome all of his career.
His entire life of success has been inside or in fair weather. And then he's got a quarterback in Brock Purdy that was the future coming of the NFL, who got immediately destroyed by the Eagles. I'm sorry. I don't care.
And don't forget Sam Darnold.
Wow, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I don't care. I take him uninjured.
Uninjured,
we still crush them. Uninjured, they could have had Purdy the whole game. It's actually better for Purdy that he got hurt. For his
better excuse for him.
Well, because we don't know what he actually was like. He could have been just great. No, he would have had his life ruined, like Cooper Rush did. Cooper Rush was looking so good, and we proved to you he was a joke. He was a fraud. We would have done the same thing to Purdy if he hadn't gotten hurt. That man's career would have been over. Now he has a career. Now he has a chance to start more NFL games. Yeah. Cooper Rush is never starting again.
No.
You understand that? We single-handedly ruined that man's career. If he wins that game and the next week Dak comes back healthy and Dak starts over, he gets traded and he starts another game or two out of curiosity.
Yeah.
His career is now officially over. Brock Purdy was looking at the same boat. Brock Purdy, if he doesn't get hurt, his career is over. He absolutely gets decimated by our defense. He throws picks all day, and they never start him again. Now this man's got a future ahead of him. He should be thanking us.
He should be thanking Hassan Reddick for
tearing the ligament in his elbow. Man's got an NFL future. He might get another contract out of that.
He might. I've seen crazier things. I've seen crazier things happen. Did you see that Saquon Barkley rejected his contract, which would have given him $14 million a year? He rejected it. Like, what did you want to? Yeah, why would you reject the $14 million a year contract?
Because he wants 20.
He wanted McCaffrey money.
No way. That dude's hurt.
Yep.
Well, I guess
he wanted McCaffrey money.
McCaffrey's not the healthiest horse in the stable either.
I should have said that.
Exactly, but he was. I forget what McCaffrey's getting. I think he's getting like 18 a year. I think that's what Saquon wanted, and he played his cards. And they waited till the end of the season, and the offer that the Giants came back with at the end of the season was at 12, and he didn't want that. So
right, man, just the to think that you are worth more, and then hopefully, you wait it out and you do get that money, but the fact that he's not getting that offer and the Giants aren't budging. Does he sit out this year? We all know what happens when that happens, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if he sits out, they probably end up moving him.
Yeah, for sure.
I swore he signed the franchise tag. I thought you couldn't.
I don't think he did. What's with the bricks? What's with the bricks?
He's trying to kill that spider with a brick.
How big is that thing?
Apparently big enough to kill it with a brick.
Can that spider lift a brick?
Bro, the crunch.
Oh, big
Bro,
spider.
That thing was so
Was it a wolf spider?
Thankfully not a female one.
Okay.
If it was, I would have ran. Your boy would have been out.
Nah, I would have too. Listen,
there's thousands of babies all over my keyboard. I ain't touching this keyboard ever again.
Thousands of babies.
At my job in the back, there's like a forest back there, and every once in a while, some spider wolves run into the building. And when I seen one in the hallway one day, and I turned right around and walked back the other way, I said, "Nope, no, thank you."
Oh man!
Mike, you ever killed a pregnant female wolf spider?
I have not.
It is a thing of nightmares.
Oh
yes,
wow!
It is.
When I guess it's not entirely pregnant. Once they hatch their eggs, they carry their babies on their back.
Yep.
While they continue to hunt because wolf spiders are hunting spiders.
Yikes,
bro! I killed one in my living room once when we had rug, and all of a sudden we had a cloud.
Oh,
like it is disturbing.
Yeah,
it's like thinking the Jets are going to the playoffs this year. Disturbing. It's like thinking the Cowboys are going to win the division. Disturbing.
Yeah, only because I think that now we have Sean that's going to be coming on the podcast to talk the Jets. Is that we talk a lot about the Jets now? Maybe
no, it's because Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, it's Aaron Rodgers.
Rodgers.
Of course it is. Aaron Rodgers is the drama man.
Drama man.
It's all about him.
Well,
that's what the whole thing.
It's the first time the Jets have been really relevant. So I guess talking to them
for a long time.
You know, right? I remember when they had Brett Favre. I thought they were going to be relevant. We saw that turned out.
I mean, they're pretty relevant with Chad Pennington for a little while there.
Yeah, Mark Sanchez. They were relevant for a little bit.
Butt fumble. You never forget the butt fumble.
Yeah,
no one is ever going to forget that. No one is ever going to forget that.
Sanchez, man.
The Sanchez.
The Sanchez. That's you know what?
Hey, all right.
Looking at you,
we're gonna
Caleb
talk about.
Williams. We're
gonna talk about Mark. We're not gonna disrespect the last name, okay? We're not gonna disrespect the last name
because you're our Sanchez, Miguel. You're our Sanchez.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say. We're already a little outreach to the future. A lot of people talking about Caleb Williams out of USC already, and now Lincoln Riley might do some differences, but USC, your quarterbacks as of late have not panned out too well. Sam Darnold,
Matt Leinart.
Who was the one we had? We had one there for a
Sanchez.
hot minute. No. We had another one.
A USC quarterback?
Yeah, he was our backup.
Barkley.
Oh,
Matt
yeah.
Barkley.
Matt Barkley.
See, that's how bad they are. You forget they exist.
Right, Matt Barkley.
You know, it's yeah.
Matt
Barkley
Liner.
returned to the NFL.
Matt Barkley, Matt Liner, Mark Sanchez.
They did have
There's another quarterback. Oh,
They had
Carson
yeah.
Palmer. Carson
yeah,
Palmer.
they had some success.
He had a success with never really great in the playoffs, but success nonetheless.
Right.
Wait. Hold on. I'm looking at something real quick. It says the Giants have the best odds to win the NFC East.
Is that a parody website or something?
No. This is Sports Illustrated.
Sports Illustrated. Does anybody read Sports Illustrated anymore? I don't really read.
Well,
it also has the
did you see
better odds than us?
Did you see who they put on their swimsuit cover this year?
No.
Martha Stewart.
Oh
no, they didn't.
I'm sorry.
My right hand to God. Google it right now.
I'm sorry. I was reading it wrong.
No,
I'm sorry. Wait. Let me back up a second. I was distracted. Did you say Martha Stewart was on the swimsuit cover?
Yes. 81 years old.
No, they didn't.
My right hand to God. Google it right now.
What's your left hand doing?
Hey.
I don't want to know.
Hey.
Is that
with that swimsuit cover? With the swimsuit cover.
There's no way. I'm not. You know what? I can't.
No, they did. They did. They put her on the cover.
No.
Yep.
They did.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Wow.
You know what? Anyone can be a model these days.
Okay, so
I'm changing my career.
She's OnlyFans. This is now an OnlyFans page.
Let's go.
She's one of four. So there's 4 more people who are going to be on the cover as well.
Are they all over 80?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Martha Stewart, 81, former criminal, pot smoker with Snoop Dogg, and now the cover of Sports Illustrated magazine swimsuit edition.
Shows you how much it must be nice to be wealthy.
Yeah.
You think about our differences. If we did what she did, our lives are over.
Yeah.
Actually, you can say about just about any politician or famous celebrity. If we did any of the crimes they've done, our lives are over.
Yeah. That is wild. First grandmother on Sports Illustrated right there.
Yeah.
That's
a
wild.
thing.
That's wild. I'm in shock. I'm in shock.
I seen it all.
Martha Stewart, Megan Fox, Kim Petras, Brooks Nader are the 4 options for your swimsuit this year.
Okay. There you go. New breaking news right there.
That's breaking news. What? Let's go Eagles. Yeah.
Let's go Birds.
What if we have Jason Kelsey on the cover?
At this point, why not?
I mean, I'd actually buy that one.
I mean, actually, did you see the live? Did you see the YouTube live?
I didn't.
When he was out in the diaper, he was wearing a diaper on stage.
No, I did not see
that one.
Oh my god! You gotta go fucking find that clip.
I will say I did misread the odds. That was written funny, and now I see it, and now it's not. It does have us with the lead, but it was weirdly written. However, I would see all 5 of our linemen. I think they did a body cover, right?
Yeah, they did something like that. Yeah,
but I'd buy. Let's go with the big boys.
At this point, why not? Jeez.
I mean, they can sing, they can dance. Why not be models too?
Right. So that was. I know we said that was it, but I think now that's it. I think that's it for now.
We had to stretch it out a little bit longer. Somebody's listening to us cutting grass or doing something at the house and just need us for the background noise.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm still seeing things about us going for Derrick Henry too.
Seriously,
yeah.
Why?
I heard that again too. I thought it was just a repeat rumor, but it's out there again.
Wow.
I also saw us looking to trade for Stetson Bennett, which I was like, why?
Oh yeah, we should definitely trade for him. Definitely.
Just have another Bulldog.
That dude was in college for 6 years and still hasn't graduated.
That's the good life. He didn't
Yes,
mean to get
yes.
drafted. He meant to just keep having fun.
Yeah, 6 years and not to graduate, and he's not like he's trying to become a doctor or anything. So like, what is he doing?
Having fun.
Yeah, I saw the post, the tweet. He's the Van Wilder of the NFL.
Oh, what a great movie.
Oh wow. Definitely is.
That dude, he's gonna
right.
he's gonna mentor Matthew Stafford now. He's gonna mentor Matthew Stafford.
He's old enough.
They're both Bulldogs. They're both Bulldogs.
They are both Bulldogs.
They need to come to. They need to come
Stafford's a
to.
Bulldog?
Yeah.
Yeah, but did Stafford win a national title?
No.
No, but Stetson Bennett did.
Yeah. So he's
So
more
maybe,
qualified.
yeah, maybe he's more qualified to win a Super Bowl.
Possibly. Well,
I
Matthew
guess
Stafford did win
already
a Super
won
Bowl.
Yeah, sure.
Would you really call it? Like, did he really win the Super Bowl? Like, did
Aaron
he
Donald
really
won a
win
Super
it?
Bowl.
Aaron Donald, their defense won the Super Bowl.
Our defense should have won a Super Bowl.
And we don't talk about that anymore.
We don't talk about that.
We've moved on from that.
Did we know?
Let it go. Just gotta let it go.
All day. Oh man.
All right, so guys, we'll see you next week. I'm Mike. That's Mark. Miguel. Thanks for listening.
You know what it is.
Go
EAGLES.
Eagles.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Hit the music.